Hey everybody, it's Casey Cadaver here with the Roxy Horror Casey Show. And I am reviewing the 11th movie of 31 on 31 Halloween series Zombie Edition for the 2025 year. I am goddamn exhausted from this weekend. I feel like I've been going nonstop, but I'm here for you to give you a review. Zombieland is the movie I got to watch. This came out in I want to say the late 20 teens. No, not 20 teens, late 20s, 2000s. Um, Maybe the early 2010s. Anyway, it's an older movie. I remember very much looking forward to this because I feel like this kind of kicked off the zombie movement, or not long into the big zombie craze that happened back then. Um, if I could do editing on my phone, that would be cut out. It had star power. It had a budget. It had cameos. It has um, pretty good effects. For me, as a zombie movie lover, it checked boxes, but I didn't feel like it really had inspiration, right? Like, they set out to make a zombie movie. They did. Um, was there guns and weapons and zombies? That, yes. Um, but at the end of the day, it just felt like a 13-year-old kid wrote a zombie movie, which could be really good, but it's not my favorite. Wanted it to be, it's not. I like the idea of the rules. I like the idea of like a probably neurospicy protagonist who practically looked at things practically at survival and has used that to his advantage. Not a super social person, so he's not super into the group thing, which helps his survival. The double tap makes sense, all the rules. But I felt like as the movie went on, like they more and more just kind of like the movie starts with the rules, and I think as the movie goes on, then more and more just go away from them, and it's just start making weird and reckless decisions, um, which kind of took me out of it. And the part that that's great. That's super. The part, I mean, this is also part of the review of the movie because that's kind of how it made me feel. The part that takes me the most out of it, just actually ruined the movie for me, is everybody's favorite part. Yeah, call me Fuddy Duddy. Call me a fun, a killjoy. But it's the scene with Bill Murray when he comes out and they go into his house and they're like, oh, he, holy crap, this is a crazy house. And this is Bill Murray's house. And then when he runs into other people of the team who know um the other guy, who knows how jumpy he is and how long he survived, and the fact that they all know about the survival aspect, and they all know about the how dangerous zombies are, and they all know the world. They still let Bill Murray, who has been surviving this whole time, who also should know better, dress as a zombie and go and try to scare um Columbus. They let him scare him when everybody's armed. Everybody's at the ready to kill the undead. Everybody's willing to admit that it could happen around any corner, and they let that happen. And then, yeah, even Murray's like, "Oh yeah, that was a pretty dumb joke." It was an incredibly dumb joke, and it was even greenlit by the rest of the crew who knew Columbus more. That took me out of it. Like, I know they just want Bill Murray to have a cameo, and have him leave. And like, oh, how funny would it be if he died? If like he thought, oh, it'd be a great joke. But no one, I know it's all fun. It's all fun, but when it's that dumb and goes against the actual characteristics of the characters, like it actually goes against their own logic, goes against their own credibility in the world, and when it breaks the world, it's not funny to me. You're breaking the world I'm trying to invest in. You're breaking the world I'm trying to be part of, and you shatter it for a gag. That was a big part of why I stopped watching The Walking Dead. People were making decisions that were not of their character, and you're sacrificing consistency, and in my opinion, dignity of the characters, just because you refuse to stop and try to write something better, or you don't think further into the whole bit. Um, and then at the end when they're at the carnival, it's a fun scene, but why would you strap yourself into a carnival ride that has a limited span of moving as a way to escape? I get the whole like it's constantly moving, it's up and down, but like, holy shit, none of that makes sense. Again, it's a comedy zombie movie. You shouldn't take it this seriously, but I'm going to. And for God's sakes, if you're watching my reviews for some reason, I'm going to take them seriously. I like movies. I like zombie movies, but I don't like to tolerate lazy writing and um, in a favorite genre of mine. That's what it is. Um, Personally, I give it like a 2 out of 10. Zombieland. I never saw the sequel for obvious reasons. Um, but it's a 2 out of 10 for me. Just it felt like another cash grab in an era that we don't need more, and in a genre that is overloaded with that stuff, or had been. We're doing much better now. But yeah, this has been a super fun, super fun, uplifting, energetic review with Casey Cadaver. The next movie is Army of the Dead, which I'm curious about. That was one that just came out on Netflix, so a few years ago. Time's weird. This has been Zombieland, and this has been Casey Cadaver with the Roxy Horror Casey Show. Please check us on all the socials, and I'll see you for the next review. Stay spooky.